Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and welcome back to Zielonka. So this is episode 4 of the Let's Play series. In the last episode we were finishing off this carrot field here. We got about halfway through it, and at the end of the video I just left the harvester to carry on and kept emptying it and refilling it. So in this episode we've got all these carrots to sell or to take to our soup factory, and I might put some into the preserve factory as well. I've already loaded up I think what is the 13 on there, so they're ready to go. But also the little Schaefer, I'm gonna have to get rid of it. It really is just such hard work, and it struggles to even lift one of those carrot boxes, so it's pretty useless to us. So I'm just gonna sell it, probably lose a bit of money on it, but you know, that's life. So this episode now we need to start looking at preparing our fields for the next harvest. So we'll just head into the map and have a look at them. Alright, so these are all our fields here. And as you can see, if I go to the field state, the wheat field, one of the canola fields, the carrot and the parsnip all need ploughed. They all need lime. And in terms of mulching, not sure what that's going to do for the crops, but we might as well do it anyway. I don't think a mulcher is going to be expensive. So my plan is I'm going to get the mulcher. I'm going to use the hydro for that job, and I'm just going to work up the field and get them all mulched. And then we'll follow that up once we've got rid of all these carrots. I think we'll buy a plough and we'll get the agri doing some ploughing in the field. So the other thing that we could possibly do to get some more money is some contract. So if I just go into the contract tab, we'll have a look what's available to us. So there is a baling job, which is to make hay. We'd have to borrow all the equipment for that, but that's quite lucrative. Harvesting contracts, there's these red beet, there's a cotton, don't really want to do that. A sugar beet, not sure. And sunflowers. Now, sunflowers, I didn't think sunflowers were ready at this time of year. Oh, they are. So we could possibly do that. Do a sunflower crop, and maybe the remaining, if there's anything left after the contract, perhaps we could just stick that into our oil mill and make a start on some sunflower oil. So I think I'll do that. I'll have to borrow the equipment. Okay, and then is there any fertilizing? So that's really the only one we can do, but you know, we'll make a little bit of money out of it. These ones, I mean, I could just set a worker off, couldn't I? I might as well just do them. If I borrow the equipment for these, and we'll just set a worker off and just collect the money at the end of the episode. So let's get those contracts going first of all. So I'll see you over at the store where the equipment should be. Okay, so we got the Rostel mash. Not sure if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it. And this contract was in field 79. So where is field 79? Oh, it's just... yeah, okay, so it's just past our our wheat field, well, just down from our carrot field. So we'll head over there. I'm sure it'll be easy enough to see when we get there. Right, so here we are. It's quite a small field, and I'm just wondering if I need to do the headland at this end. Might as well. Although there probably is enough room for it to turn around. Right, so we'll just hand that over to a worker and we'll head on to the next contract. So that was a cultivating job, and we'll just see what field that was in. So we actually have 2 cultivating. I probably didn't have to borrow the equipment for both. So that's field 60 and field 21. So field 60 is where? Okay, so field 60 is right at the south of the map. And so we can get that one done with the New Holland. Okay, here we are at field 60, so we'll just give this one over to a worker. There we go. And the final contract. That was in field 21. Okay, so it's this field here. Looks like an old cotton field. So we'll put a worker on that job. Right, so the Fiat will take the harvester back to the farmyard. I also want to check if this loader can pick up those carrots. If it can't, we might need to get a weight when we're passing the store next. I'm still no closer to finding any barns or anything like that for the yard. Some of my friends on the Grain Man Discord, they're also having the same issue. There's just nothing that really suits the Polish rural landscape. So again, if anybody knows any, drop them in the comments, and it would really help me out. If you already have commented, I'm actually recording this before I've released episode 3, so that's why I maybe haven't seen your comment. So I'm going to send this hydro and the Schaefer over to the store. And we'll send this one over to the store as well. Yet neither of them have actually moved. Now why would that be? So I'll cancel the job. Oh, one of them's away now. Farm all, set destination, store. It doesn't seem to want to go for some reason. Right, so oh, they're away. Right, we'll head over to the. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. Yeah, we'll go to the soup factory with these. Well, I actually don't have much confidence in any of these two getting there. Looking at where they're driving. Right, so actually I've just noticed how low the Fiat Agri is on diesel. So we'll definitely head over to the petrol station on the way back. Strange how they've gone two different directions. We'll have a look for a collectible round there. I'm pretty sure there will be one. It's such a prominent point of interest. Alright, so here we are. We've got 7 pallets of soup. So there's a load more soup to go. Right, so we'll head to the petrol station now, and then we'll go back to the store and we'll sort out those tractors and the loader. Right, so let's have a quick look around for a collectible. So I'd expect you to see one like sat on one of these fuel pumps actually. I don't think there is. Nope. Here's our electric charging point for vehicles. Oh, is that one? Oh, not a deer. Nothing so far. Nothing around that sign. I don't believe it, but there isn't one. Can't go in here, can you? No. It doesn't look like there's... can't get on this shed, can you? Nope, it's not up there. Right, so it doesn't look like there is one here. I'm quite surprised at that. I think in Elm Creek it was like sort of sat on the sign. Right, okay. But we're full of fuel, so we'll just head off to the store now. I'll tell you what, we're passing here, so we'll just have a quick look. Nothing in that bin, is there? Oh. Oh, there we go, here's one. Only 42 left. Now there's actually a subscriber of mine, Bub Elvis, who often comments, and he actually found something interesting out regarding these apples. And it's to do with like a Polish fable. And what he said was, the golden apple and Poland link, it's to do with a popular Polish fairy tale. He said there's a tree with a golden apple, and with an apple from this tree you get access to a golden castle on the top of a glass mountain. And in that castle there's supposed to be an enchanted princess who needs rescued. So there's the link and why the collectibles are a golden apple, which was quite interesting, I thought. Now what he did also go on to say is, do you think that once you collect all the apples there'll be some sort of Easter egg that opens up? So he thinks it might be something to do with the church, because it has a bit of a golden shimmer to it, so perhaps something happens there. But I actually wondered, between the... Let's just get rid of this. So repaint it for 2,500 and repair it for 32, and we'll sell it for nearly 50,000. Oh, and we can also sell the pallet forks. But yeah, so going back to the story, I think between those two trees there's sort of a pergola, and in that pergola there's like a stone book on a pedestal, and I wondered if once you collect all the apples, something would be written on that. Written on that stone book. So that'll be something to have a look at. Right, so we want to get a mulcher. Obviously we don't want anything too big. I'm not sure, is this one of the new ones? I don't know. So that needs 130 horsepower. And this one needs 150 horsepower. The horse ones are way too more powerful. So this Speed Max, I think we'll give that one a go. Hopefully that little hydro can hold the weight of it with the 600 kg on top. Right, why is it the wrong way around? Seems to be alright. So I'm just thinking there that the straw bales are in the way. So I'm going to have to move those. Unfortunately, we've got the trailer with the Fiat here, so we can pick those up, put them on the trailer, I think. But I am going to buy a weight, and that should definitely help us out when we come to lift up the rest of the carrot boxes. So a weight here. Don't want anything too heavy, but I like to have them with this little pin hitch. So we'll just go for this 1 ton. So I forgot to say, but on the way to the soup factory there was a notification to say that the combine was full, or it was getting full, I think. I didn't see if there was one to say that it was actually full now. So we'll have to either empty that or just hope that it has managed to finish in time. Right, but let's just grab these bales. Okay, so there's just one left to get on, and if I just hitch up, we can ratchet these bales down. Right, so I'll just jump into the hydro, and we'll get it away with a worker. go. I think that's doing alright. Okay, so back in the field, and we'll head back to the farmyard, but we'll go via the combine and see how that's getting on. Although it looks as though it's got its pipe out in the field there, so we'll just head to our farm, pick up the trailer and get that emptied, and then we'll make a job on getting the rest of these carrots away. Right, so I'm just going to stack these bales. I have to unratchet them actually. I'm just going to stack these bales up against the side of the farmhouse here. Alright, I didn't plan on doing that, but that made the job a little bit quicker. And we need to take the Rudolph over and get that emptied, and I think it might fit onto the back of this one. It will, so we'll take both trailers over, get the sunflowers emptied, and then get the carrots refilled. Okay, so the combine's about halfway through, so once it's emptied we won't need to refill it again. So I think I'll just leave it there. And we'll head off and get these carrots stacked up. Right, so let's see, hopefully I can pick up 2 boxes at a time. Definitely can. Although it's a little bit fidgety. Yeah, I have no idea what that's doing there. Right, I'll get these loaded up and I'll see you when I've finished. Okay, so as you can see I've got 12 boxes on there now. So I've got this one that's not quite full, so we'll just stick that on my forks, and what we're going to do is head over to the preserve factory with these and make some carrot preserve. I also had a notification that one of the contracts is finished, so we can have a look at that and get that one cancelled, claim the money. Okay, so that's a load in there, but this one needs to be tipped over. Somehow. There we go. So I'll head back to the field and get some more carrots on. Right, so I've got them all loaded up, but it's ugly. There was some really weird physics going on when trying to pick up 2 together. I'm amazed that they actually managed to stay on the trailer, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm just looking over there and the sunflower harvester is now finished. So we might have a run over, although I doubt I could pull all of that. This is really struggling as it is. So we'll just head off to the soup factory and we'll get these in, and then we'll deal with the contract workers after all that. Right, so we made it. It took a long time. Probably doing 10 mile an hour most of the way. Right, so that's them all in, and the next job will be to load up all our cans of soup. So I'll just quickly do that, and I'll see you when it's all done. Okay, there we go. There's 8 pallets of soup. I think they're 2,000 litres each. So we should have 16,000 litres of carrot soup. There we have. And the best price for them, no doubt, is going to be at the store, at the Erlingrat. So we'll just look at soup, carrot soup. 3,500. Yeah, so we'd have to go and get on the train for that. Now, looking at the contracts there, it looks as though they're all about done. The 2 cultivating are finished, so we'll get 1,000 for 1,100 for that one, and we'll get 3,500 for the second, which is good. So just the harvesting one to finish off, and that's just, we've got to take it to the grain mill. So we'll head over to the train station with these. I think there's actually a second train station we can go to, so we'll go to that one and we'll have a look for a collectible there. Okay, so here we are at the rail yard. Now I'm not actually sure if there's a loading place here. I've just seen a collectible though. So we'll maybe have to go up to the other one, the sawmill. I saw here we are. Let's have a look around, see if there is somewhere to load up. No, so I think it's just going to be... Oh, and here's another one. Yeah, so this is just for grains. Are we going to find 3? Probably not. We'll be very lucky. Right, so we'll have to head up to the other one and call the train from up there. Okay, so second time lucky here. Now the train thing is somewhere around here, I think. Yeah, call the train. There we go. So we'll just start unloading some of these. I'm hoping I can pick up 4 at a time. Oh, and here's the train. Perfect. Looks like I can. I'll just move the train into position. Don't do this to me. I don't like this. Right, so there's 4 on. See if we can pick up the other 4. There we go. So I'll jump into the train and we'll hopefully get them there without them exploding. So I'm going to ratchet them down. So that's 16,000 times 3.5. There they go. 57,291 euros. It's pretty good. Right, so we'll get back to the combine, get that unloaded, get the grain taken down to the grain mill, or the sunflowers down to the grain mill, and that will do us for this episode, I think. There we go, so we've got 8,144, and I think it has to go to the grain mill that we can see just to the south of us. But I will check. Deliver product to the grain mill. So on the map, I'm sure that is the grain mill. I'm sure there's only one. The grain mill there. Okay. Yeah, that's a fairly short trip. And we can have a look around for another collectible. Okay, so here we are at the grain mill. And we could do with looking around for some collectibles. I guess we tip it into here. There's none there. Is there going to be one in here like there was at the other station? Look like it. Okay. Yeah, so that's the right place. I'll just tip it all in. There's no point in keeping any of this. So we got 1,093 in harvest income. And to collect on the contract, we get another 1,446. So, sorry, 1,285 after the lease cost. So 2,350, more or less. It's been fairly worth it, I think. Right, so we'll just have a quick look around for a... Here it is. That was a quick look around. I'm not sure if there's going to be any others, so... Oh, this looks a good place for one. There it is, down the bottom, I think, yeah. So I can't imagine there's any more. Although there's a nice little tidy place here. Nope. So it looks like there's just the two, which is still 10,000 euros, which is pretty good, although we haven't looked up here. Looks like the lunch table for the workers. Did we look around here, the front of this? I don't think we did. Ooh. No. There's another one just there. Wow, that's well hidden. So that's 3 here. That's pretty good. Right. I don't think there's going to be any more. No. Okay. Right, so I'll just fly up into the air. I didn't get as much done as I really hoped, I think. Although we've made a bit of money in this episode. So this field now has been mulched. Well, in the next episode we can really concentrate on our field work, because I don't want to sell any more stuff. There's some more preserves to sell, and there'll obviously be more soup, but the price is dropping, so I don't know if it's going to be worth selling them, or not unless we really need the money. So next episode we will just concentrate on this. We'll have all our tractors free, so we can get these ploughed up, we can get the rest of them mulched, and then we'll probably look at spreading some lime. And that'll take us into January, which will be then, we can maybe do some ridging for our carrot fields. I'm thinking again, we'll maybe do red beet. So we could possibly do a red beet field here and a parsnip field here. And the rest of them we could just do canola for our oil plant, which eventually we will put into potato chips. If there's enough money, I might even look at buying some forest land. Although there doesn't seem to be any. Oh, there is some. But I think it's well out of our price range, things like that. Yeah, way out of our price range. So, I'm not sure. We could do with some trees so we can make some pallets to get this piano built. But that's all for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you could give the video a like, it would really help the channel out. I don't think people really understand how important likes are on a video. So if you could just take the time to give it a like, I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.